What we're doing is we're getting ready to show another one of our rowers, Sana Masters, who is a bilateral double leg amputee. And you'll see it attaches the exact same way. It has the brackets, slips right in, and puts right down. And the way we make the adaptations to this is these have the grooves that this slides in very easily. We make adjustments of where they need to go for each of our rowers, and then these clamps, which are attached, just tie right down. Okay? I'd like to bring Oksana in and to show you how she gets ready to do her erging. She is, we referred to in the last segment of TA. She has the ability to use the trunk and her arms for rowing and erging. So, Oksana, you want to come in and get yourself set up? You'll see that, go ahead. Now, each one of our rowers has a different type of adaptation that they need. For example, like I said, this is a different seat. The seat that was in here earlier for Tom had was reclined a little bit to the back, and that's exactly what Oksana needs, because so she's able to pull back a little bit farther. Now the wooden seats, like I mentioned earlier, that we use, but they don't, in the boat, but we don't use them for erging. We'll have some with half back.
Other amputees that might be watching this, who may be new to erging, shouldn't be concerned about whether their prosthetics are on or off, other than how comfortable it makes them and that kind of thing.
Yeah, and you'll see how Oksana is able to erg without her legs on, and then you're going to have different types of amputees. Single leg, below the knee, above the knee. So, Oksana is both of her legs are amputee above the knee.
So she's exhibiting arms and trunk here.
Yes.
And doesn't require any chest strap or postural support.
For TAs, for rowing, they have to have a hip belt that goes right across their hips here. Yes, that's to prevent them from like getting up out of the seat to get a little bit more leverage. So it's an international rule that's put in place for Paralympics.
My better half. My invention I came up with.
The cups that she, not cups, but what do you call the sleeves that she uses?
Liner.
Liners that go into her prosthetic legs.
I keep my legs on.
Yeah. And it makes the material it's made of sticks perfectly to Velcro. All right. She came up with this when she was rowing in the sea. You can see her position here. Like she was saying, she tended to be top heavy because there's no extension for her legs. Don't do it hard.
So if you didn't have that Velcro, then she would have required a belt.
Well, what would happen
because what would happen is I would slide like this.
That's the reason why we look at everything that we do for each individual rower and to make adaptations. That's what the sport's all about. That's why we refer to it as adaptive rowing. Her adaptations are going to be different from Tom's or from Beth's or Jenny's. Everyone's individual is different. So therefore, every modification is different.
But this is the way we're going to see you seated in the boat.
So she'll have a strap that goes across like this, that will go across underneath here and come over her legs to hold her legs in place. And then, of course, she will have the hip strap that's required, that's in the...
So when other coaches have amputee rowers, trunk and arms rowers who are amputees, there's a number of considerations that they can choose from
Yeah, and something that you have to consider is if you've got a single leg amputee, whether they're rowing single or double, that's the side of their amputated leg, that's weight that's not in the boat. So therefore you have to try to balance out that weight loss. Because otherwise every little bit affects the balance. Something I'd like to talk about that Oksana doesn't talk about, because to her it's not an issue.
When I was born, what happened is I had 5 webbed fingers. And so when I came to America, they unwebbed my fingers, and then what they did is they actually moved my 5th finger, that would be my thumb, and moved it in, like cut it off and like moved it into a thumb position. And so I could like grab like this erg, and I can like grab it like this, or I can do the monkey bars, or I can hold a cup and write and everything that I couldn't do before.
Oksana had gone through, from the time she started, she's gone through several different surgeries and been able to, once she's healed up, come back to row. So, you know, I can't remember if, when you started with us, did you have both legs and lose part of
No,
one
when
at a
I
time?
first started, I actually had one real leg, my right leg, and I had a prosthesis on my left. And I actually could row I used to row in a sliding seat too in the boat, because I could like just lock my knees in and everything. But since my second amputation, I moved, so I'm arms and trunk now.
And then she had several hand surgeries as well. So, you know, all that, through all that, it's very easy for somebody just to get out of sync of what they were doing and either go into something else or do nothing. But Oksana's kept up her determination to be the best.
Oksana, is there anything you would like to say to any amputees or new rowers who are amputees that will be watching this video?
I don't know. Just because, you know, it looks different, you know, that you don't have legs, but that doesn't mean that you can't do anything that you don't have legs. Like, I'll still look in the mirror, and it will still sometimes, you know, it's like a reality check, like, oh, I have no legs when I don't have my legs on. Then I think of all the things that, because I've just tried, you know, it doesn't hurt to try either. Like, just definitely give everything a try, because, I mean, if you don't try it, you don't want to live your life, well, what if I tried this, and, you know, shoulda, coulda, woulda, you know, it's not the right way to live your life. And I like to just, you know, live it like to the fullest with no regrets. And
So people with that have a new injury, and they have the shock or maybe even denial that goes with that, comments do you have to offer them?
I mean, I am still in the same boat. Like I said, like when I look in the mirror, I'm still shocked that, you know, this is my life now, and that I have no legs. But, you know, that shouldn't stop me from living my life though either. You're gonna start out from a hospital bed, not know, you're gonna relearn how to walk, do all this kind of stuff. Of course it's gonna be hard. You're not gonna wake up overnight doing it like I always thought I would. But the fact that you tried and you went and you gotta do something every day and all that kind of stuff, you'll be amazed by what you can achieve. All mental, I think, and not just, you know, just physical, or like, you know, what you see. There's a lot of people who I see every day can be rowers or do other sports that are normal, but they don't try it. And there's people that I see that are, you know, quadriplegics or like me who have no legs and are trying things that somebody would never try. And I think that's the thing to do.
How long have you been rowing?
This is, I think, my 8th year. 8th or 7th, I think 8.
It's changed your life, hasn't it?
It has changed my life, definitely.